Hello, hello. Hayes Athletics. Goal this afternoon is to publish a new version of the Skeleseller demo to here. Adam needs to test the existing version, make any changes, then publish everything. Yeah, so it should be a pretty straightforward afternoon. Ideally, there's really nothing else we need to do. I think it's unlikely that's going to happen, but that is the ideal case. So let's go check in what I've done so far. I made a graphic that we don't actually need here. This one, I guess. Yeah, we never actually used that. But the rest of this should be pretty straightforward, right? Border only, we use that. Wait a second. That's not right. If I hit save here, shouldn't this update? There we go. Yeah, that's right. That's what I want. Draw center being on or off should not make a difference either. Yeah, there is no center to this. Yeah, I might as well just say draw. Okay, cool. So fix focus style for new buttons. We just draw a border now around a focused button. That way it will look good whether the button is enabled or disabled. This is also what we do in other parts of the game. All right, so we got to make sure we're playing the demo version of the game. So is demo, we're going to set to true. And ideally, we're not on a debug version, but it'll give us cheats. So I guess let's just set debug to false for now, and we just won't have cheats. So this will be like we're playing the demo from the beginning. So I'm going to do this. We're just going to play the game normally. And we're going to try to pay attention. Yeah, so nice. We don't have challenge mode here. We're going to try to pay attention to anything that might be off in the UI or that might sound wrong. Turn off pan camera. Yeah, so, oh, this should probably change. Although it's just the credits. I don't care too much if it looks bad, but it's not as nice as the scroll thing. We should probably, I'll write a note about this. You actually were cold. Did you think I was lying? Hey, banana. Change the theme of the credits menu. At the very least, it should probably look like the settings menu. A paper scroll. I don't really mind. Yeah, I just don't want it to clash with the rest of the game. Okay. Let's get started. Whoops. So we're going to go through everything. Even the stuff that looks like it shouldn't have changed. Oh yeah, we got portraits for this now. Time for my first adventure. Actually, I wonder if that is... I can't pause. But yeah, I wonder if those were in the version that... in that video that was just uploaded. I have it here. Let me load this up. Give me a sec. Okay, so far everything looks like it's been fine. Yep, the portrait should come up. No, yeah. They were the old portraits too. So the portraits have gotten changed. All right. Changes. New portraits for everyone. Guerrilla marketing. You know it. All right, yeah, so this all looks fine. The skip button is still there. Probably that would have worked. I can't test both watching and not watching it in one go. All right, I got the line for Skeleton, but I need... Whoa, Motorboat. Hey, thanks for the gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We always just do a drive-by sub dump. Which, by the way, I was just mentioning this earlier. September is coming up. I think you probably would have saved even more money waiting like a week, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I just always want people to spend as little money as possible getting the same value. But yeah, thank you. Hope you're doing well. And welcome new subs. All right, the line for Skeleton, but I need adventurers to do battle for me. If only I had a guild. All right. We can click there. We can click there. Yeah, this menu needs to be updated too at some point. All right, we got the new portrait. Love it. I'm Gil. I heard you may need an adventurer to help you out. Yeah, so these are the tinier buttons now. We consolidated a bunch of these. And I'm just trying to make sure nothing is causing any issues with this stuff. So this is actually a little less apparent now because there was a different colored background. So I wonder if we need to make this bigger. Yeah, maybe we should say click start battle here. Maybe that should be in bigger text. I'm not sure. Let's see how people interact with it. It's not necessarily a bug or anything. Also nice. The focus state is so important. It's actually usable. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. I should probably have... Well, I think it's fine. Okay, so remember, we do not have cheats on. So we are just playing the game normally at this point. But we're going to see if we notice any issues with any of this stuff. Tooltips are all looking fine. Alright, so now we get the Adventures tab. We can't click any of this stuff. That is how it should work. Tooltips are all looking good. They're not getting truncated. This doesn't have a tooltip. Probably doesn't really need one. Oh yeah, we gotta manually start battles. Oh, and we should not hear the 4th town track. My Adams sub budget is doubled. No, it shouldn't be doubled. I don't mind if you don't gift subs. Well, it is very generous of you. I don't know where to see the leaderboards for that stuff overall. But you're probably at the top, if not the top. Okay, this I will actually get some of these things. Because otherwise I'm going to be waiting here for a while. We need 9 more gold? No, 7 more gold. So there's 3 of it, and we just need 2 more potions. And then we don't need to pay super close attention to what's going on. There. Alright, we can see the perks. So I'm a little concerned here. Players typically, we would have had 3 rows of these, and they would have known, oh, the ones on bottom are really powerful. I guess they can still kind of know that, but there's just an arbitrary delineation here between the 7 on top and the 2 on bottom. Alright, we can get auto battling. Got it. Alright. It was a pretty chill game. And it is fun playing it again, especially in chill mode and not in challenge mode. I think harvesting our fruit should probably sound a little different. You don't have any other ones we can get, right? I think there was 1 more mushroom somewhere. Ah, there. Yeah, I think there are only 6 total things you can get. Alright, actually, it would behoove us to let that thing disappear. Which won't happen. Because the skeleton's going to make it there in time. But if only they didn't. One of these will definitely disappear. That's how you get the garbage slime. And you need to get the garbage slime early so that you can build up its hunger. So you can make even more money. Okay. That one should definitely disappear. Then we shall get the garbage slime. Cool. Get rid of that. Give it some items. Probably won't be able to make it to 3. Hey, Fax. Oh. You receive any response from Payoneer about deleting your personal data on their server? Do you work for Payoneer, or are you just a curious party? I'm curious before I answer. It will probably change my answer slightly. Are we gonna hire an adventurer? Alright, let's send them into battle. Yeah, so far everything looks pretty good right now. Also, this mic. Wiggy, thanks for the resub. Welcome back. Alright. just need 35 monies. And we're almost there. And now we're there. Okay, cool. So, leave this battle, leave this battle. Send you into the canyon. Wait, I didn't remember what the last track was, but I don't think the fourth music track had played, which is what we wanted for it not to play. But I just don't recall if it did. How much is it worth? 85? No. Alright, gonna go back to getting a bunch of potions. We need someone to buy this, but everyone left town at the same time. I guess now it would be more for us to get this one. Yeah. Let's do it. Might as well. So now let's get another adventurer and the farm. And extractor training, which we can't afford. Send that it. Actually, just send them all into there. Alright. Nice. I'll turn these things off. I haven't noticed any issues so far. Ideally, again, we just don't find any. I would love for there to be no issues. I need 40 gold for the armor shop. I wonder what the fastest path through this game would be. Okay, ditch that and that. I kind of want to get the tavern first, actually. No, let's get the armor shop. All right, dump that up there, dump that up there. Put this down here. Okay, cool. So we can almost afford to level up an adventurer. We'll move this down to the bottom. All right, what should we go for? Well, that for sure. Contact them via live chat. Got 2 different answers from their agent. First agent said I can do it. Second one said no. So, all right, I'll try to sum up my little saga here. I guess while I'm doing that, let's just have this game run in the background, and I should probably do that. All right, yeah, they're gonna struggle to keep up. Oh yeah, we don't have that changed, do we? All right, yeah, so Payoneer, I signed up like 5.5 years ago, something like that. And then about 5.25 years ago, I tried to delete my account. They said they need to retain the data for 5 years. So I set a reminder and emailed about like 3 months ago. And I've been stuck in an email conversation over the course of the last 3 months with the overwhelming majority of the responses are these form posts that look like AI could have written them. They always start out the same way. Hello, my name is, and then it's always a different name. So it's not the same people responding, or they're just creating random names, or it's AI giving names to these people. And then like, oh, hey, we're sorry to hear you want to do this. Your account is actually already closed. We need to retain information for however long. And at this point, I'm just trying to get 2 answers, which is, when will you delete my data exactly? And how long is the retention period? And for whatever reason, they cannot answer these questions. I've been told in the past, like, oh, we'll escalate this, and then they supposedly do, but then nobody gets back to me. Or they just give me more form responses. So it's really, really frustrating. I actually have to send them another email today because otherwise you fall out of the ticket queue, and if nobody gets back to you, then that's it. I'm beginning to wonder, can they even delete people's data? Has anyone ever successfully done that? It's just so wild to me. It's like, as any sort of institution handling money, shouldn't you have some responsibility to like inform your users? Try asking them for a data export or hit them with a right to forget. I don't think any human is reading this stuff, basically. It's not like someone's like, hey, yeah, we're just not going to do this. Or they're like, we have done it. We can't do it for retention reasons or something. Yeah, there's some like, I don't know, bad management or something going on over there. Try prompt injecting that. That's a little tempting to do. Yeah. But I haven't done that. I don't think it's purely AI. I think there is like some level of a human picking a response. And then whenever a human does respond, there are almost always typos or some indication that it's a human. So I know that there are eventually humans involved. But yeah, the experience is just pretty frustrating. And I do wonder, like, what would it take eventually? Because I'm frustrated at the point where I'm considering legal action. And I haven't actually reached out to anyone yet. But it's like, if they just responded to me and said, oh, hey, you got to wait until the 6-year mark or something, then fine. I'll set a calendar reminder. And in 9 months, I'll send them another email. And then we'll find out that they really can't delete data after 6 years either. And the cycle will continue. All right, I want to keep these. Let's send them into here. All right, we have no space for anything except for that. We need another worker. Nice. Now we start this quest immediately and then dump in like 5 potions right off the bat. We can send them here. We can unlock another adventure now too. I'm doing this in like such a weird way. Sounds like a lawsuit territory. Certain countries and states require that nowadays. Yeah. It's not like I have damages, right? So all I can say is I wasted a bunch of time contacting this company. And in the end, what are they going to do? They're going to be like, well, we manually deleted your data, which should have just happened anyway. Hey again, player. All right, I'm very heartened to see that there haven't any issues so far. All right, we need 70 gold, which we should be able to get now. Let's put that there, that there. I just need 1 item sale. And then I can click this. Come on, 1 item sale. Where's the item sale? Fine, I'll sell 1 of these. There we go. All right. So I've gotten basically no perks. I should definitely get some. Let's put that in there. We're gonna get some boots. Hey, they finally sold 1 of those. Yeah, I want to upgrade the farm. I should probably just dump this in here, right? What's it normally worth? 15? Yeah. If they're hovering around there, they should just buy it. Probably also get the warehouse. Need 100 gold. We're almost there. I probably shouldn't have clicked that. Yeah, I think upgrading the farm is a good idea. Nice, 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 and nice. Okay, farm time. I guess I should dump 1 of these in there. Back to leave my game is great. That's really good. I think it's always going to fluctuate. I was debating this morning on like, should more people be playing challenge mode? Like, what did other successful roguelike games look like at this point? Probably more successful. And I'm like, yeah, let's just wait and see. Probably fine. I should get this. There we go. Crop variety would be good. Honestly, just increased hunger or something would be good. There. We can finally start selling boots at least. That's like 50 gold we wouldn't have needed to put into that. All right, now we're gonna make some money. Exactly what? 21 money? Start our next quest. I'm actually gonna hold off. I think it's better to not have another worker for a little bit longer. We almost have enough to level up another adventurer. That'll definitely make things go a little bit faster. And there is enough. Nice. Level you up. Dump that. Okay. I still haven't even gotten the warehouse. I want to get the crop variety perk next. Which is only 75. I almost have enough. Oh, nice. Now I do have enough. Good. Good to know other people are as hard on themselves as I am. Yeah, I think it's bound to happen. Because unless you actually have like a sales target and you're hitting your numbers or something, you can't really know, is my game going to succeed? And your metrics might change over time anyway, or your targets, I mean. You might be like, well, I want to earn X dollars. Now I want to earn 3X dollars. Second agent even told me after I closed the account, all data were deleted. When I mentioned the data retention period, they said all data is carefully protected. I'm so confused. Thanks for the intro. Oh, no, it's totally fine. I don't mind you asking. And by the way that I was confirming that my data hasn't been deleted is if I try signing in with like adam@example.com/my password, it will say something like your account was closed. If I try signing in with some like fake password, it will say those aren't the right credentials or something like that. So it's like they still have my username and password in a database somewhere, or a hashed salted version of the password. I don't know. It doesn't. My point is, though, you couldn't have deleted my data if I'm still able to show that my data's in your system. And if I didn't even have insight into that, if they just turned that off and said, oh, hey, sorry, problem accessing your account, I probably would have just stopped talking to them a while ago. Because I would have been like, oh, well, whatever. I can't verify it anymore. I'm not going to, like, send a lawyer after them to audit their systems. But when it's very obvious they haven't done what they're supposed to do, then I'm annoyed. Hey, 3D Code Warrior. Wait, that's my password. You can't have my password as your password. That's not possible. That's stealing my password. Alright, I would like to upgrade the farm some more. I do think that the ideal strategy is probably to upgrade the town to some extent at first and not just go all in on farming. And then I'm not doing that, so I'm making this take forever. Alright, now we can finally get this. And dump this in here. I'm waiting to get to 85. Because 85 is like a massive upgrade. And we're almost there. This next round of crops should do it for us. That puts us at 70. Let's dump this in here. Then I wonder what level you can take on the dragon if you got a level 4 rogue. Can the other characters be level 2? We're almost at 85. Okay, that puts us at 85. So actually flee this battle so that this character gets more powerful. They were taking, well, I don't know how long they were taking because I ended the first battle. But they're going to go faster now. And now we should probably get some town perks. They might have to retain... I don't even know my real password, by the way, Flare. I use a password manager, and they're all like randomly created passwords that are too long for me to remember. So I wouldn't be able to leak it even if I wanted to. Might have to retain the account login itself. If they were to fully delete your data, you could do an email takeover and access your or somebody else's data if they didn't truly delete everything. But isn't that sort of begging the question, like the logical form of begging the question? If they are worried about leaking data and that's why they're keeping the email around, it means that they didn't actually delete the data, which is the very problem that I had of them not deleting data. So it's like, just make sure you deleted the data and then you wouldn't have any problem. Because then they just see it as a new account, which wouldn't have been able to even register because they wouldn't have access to my email address, right? So yeah, I don't think that makes sense. But sorry, I should say this. I think as a company stance, it would potentially happen. Like I could see why you might think they would do that, but from a technical perspective, it wouldn't actually protect anything. More worried about my ID and passport data in their system because I submitted those. Yeah. Do you know how many years has it been since you like closed your account? Because I closed my account more than 5 years ago, and that's what they said the retention period was originally. So if it hasn't been at least like 5 years, yeah, I don't think you can do anything until you've waited for that time. What site are we talking about? Payoneer? I made an account years and years and years ago, and they won't delete my data. And then I tweeted about it, and they're like, "We'll get back. We'll have like our customer service get back to you." And then 2 days later, I get another form response saying, "Hey, we've already closed your account." And I was like, "What was the point of tweeting at them?" Like, it just bothers me so much. And I think overall, this is an issue that probably many people have had with different sites, which is to even contact a human and have them hear your case is difficult nowadays. So it's kind of, you're just stuck in this limbo where you can't do anything. You just are at the company's behest for however they want to treat you or your data. All right, so this is a dragon battle. Oh, interesting. It only bumped it up by one size. I don't know if they can win this because the rogue is very powerful, but no one else is powerful. And if the rogue dies, then it's over. I think they're about to die. Yeah. Oh, no, actually, they might. Come on, mage, you can do it. Solo the dragon. No, they're so close. Oh my god, they were at like no life left. They could probably win the next time. But at this point, I can just upgrade the mage or upgrade the archer or something. Or both of them. Now they're pretty much guaranteed to win, I think. And I'll send the witch doctor into the forest. Ah, what a shame. All right, well, let's get critical eating. We guarantee a crit on the first item that comes out of here. No. You better give that to me. Put that in the warehouse. Send them all over here. All right, that is mine to put into here. Yeah, I'll just do it now. 270G. Nice. You know what we're going to do with that? Upgrade the farm. Yeah, they're taking their sweet time. I mean, we've already tested the demo at this point, but I'm having fun, so we're going to keep going. Oh no, I needed that. Special knowledge to exploit. Actually, I've seen people do that. They've even used the enchanter to double the loot when they repeat battles, which I think is pretty clever. All right, that person should go nab that. Nice. Wow, we really need a ton of potions in here, huh? So getting the fishing pond next is probably what's best. Because at least then my potions will do double duty. And then manually managing that. Dumping this in here. Then I'll send them to the next location. Such a silly combo. Oh wait, yeah, I have the next location. So I can do that. I can level up the witch doctor. We can send them all over to here. They'll learn better stuff. The next thing I should invest in is probably the enchanter. Wait, should it be the enchanter? I think. I could double loot. and they are taking a long time. But we got the farm fully online. That's all we need. We're going to take them out of that battle to make them go fish for a sec. Alright, so we're getting some weapons. Nice. Put this in here. Cool. Do I have enough to upgrade another adventurer? Yeah. Actually, let's put this in here. Wow. It's going great. Let's get more crops. Yeah, so I think the enchanter would be a good next thing to get. Too bad we can't afford it yet. We're almost able to afford it. Oh, that's on. I want that off. Almost. No one's wanted armor. Well, I guess getting more items isn't really what I need. It's more customers, but I'm still doing this. Alright, how long do these battles take? 24 seconds? I don't know if we doubled this. But we are definitely running out of space. I guess at this point we could just do this and have them put the extras in here, and then I can just take any. Just QA? Yeah, this is QA. I should get some warehouse storage, and then I should really get more customers. We can't afford that yet. There's only one fish in the pond. Oh, I can level up an adventurer, though. 190? I can't afford that. I had to put my adventurers through college. Alright, well, we'll get to 190. They are ditching all the items in here. I forgot about that. I should really not have them do that. So if we time this right, then we might be able to have this last for 2 battles. There. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I wasted 4 seconds. I don't think it's going to work then. Oh, wait, oh, wait. Turn that off. It's not going to matter anyway. There. Level up. That'll make him go faster. And then we'll send them into the pond. Yeah, this has 5 seconds left. I'm going to just manually sell that. Okay, so now we can go for more customers. And a little bit faster. If the buffling gets applied when your adventurers are outside of battle and they carry into the next battle? Yeah, that is how it works. They only put it in the next battle. So if you quit the battle early, then you can apply it in the next one. It just doesn't, it wouldn't make sense for it to get applied to the one that's ongoing, because then you could change their abilities mid-fight, which might do bad things. I don't have anything else. Oh no, I need that. I guess just turn this back on. Do I have enough mana for this? No. Nowhere near it. Alright, so I'm going to take some of these armor items. We're going to dump them in here. Put the bows over here for now, and I'll just hold this in my hand. Is that all the loot I got? Oh, man. Can only reach the adventures on their time. Oh, the enchanter will work. You can use loot magnet. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Like, okay, never mind. I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about skill-based buffs. Alright, harvest all these crops. How much do we need for the next one? It's like 350? Yeah, I'm going to do it. We're going to go all the way up to 350. Although, I guess what we could do is... I don't have enough to do that, actually. Yeah, so let's just upgrade farming again. It's 175 for that. There. I think a vault actually would be kind of nice in this mode now, but I don't think people would know why you'd use it. Hey, Swishing. What are we currently testing? Testing the demo to make sure it's ready for actual play test, or sorry, like random people on the internet, pretty much. And it's going pretty well. We should probably call it somewhat soon, but I want to get my rogue to level 6. Oh, we have space there. So they should win this in time. There's 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4. No, they won't win it in time. Oh, they're going to be off by like half a second. Yeah, that's a shame. All right, let's put one of these in there. Okay, go back to that. Oh, wait. We could... Oh, no, we don't have 350. What major changes are there between this and the demo that's available now? A lot of UI changes. That's the biggest thing. Like, there are portraits now for each character. This UI is totally overhauled. And then some, like, quality of life things. Like, when we get items from the portal, they fly from the portal rather than just teleporting immediately to the destination. So a lot of little things. Oh, we have enough money. Okay, check this out. We get this, and we get crit. And then we go nuts. So the time to beat was, I think, like 20-something seconds. Now it's going to be much faster. Yes, there's fruit, there's mushrooms. We can get all these things. Put one of those in there. Oh, yeah. The rogue is OP. All right, now I think one loot magnet will affect two battles. Yeah, so it's 13 seconds. So this is where now the run should take off a bit. And I should be able to focus on just getting money now. Rogue is overpowered. I mean, when you get them to level 6 pretty fast, they are. Look at this. Look at all this loot. I should probably get the quick move menu too. Alright, fishing pond is not full. Can the rogue actually fish now? Yeah, they can always fish. They're pretty good at fishing. We could probably go to the next location. Just never get another battle party. Oh, hey, that person wants a bow. We got those. What's the next level up? 400? We can get 400. It's not that hard. Yeah, they're winning this, and they're winning this pretty fast, too. To the point where I should definitely get a fishing party going. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Which means I need an adventure that isn't terrible, but I also need the money for it, and I don't have the money for it. Because we're gonna lose a lot. I should actually upgrade this, and probably this. Yeah. Lots of... Whoops, that was wrong. Put that over there. Probably get another customer. Nice. So now we're at the maximum number of fish. I wanted to increase the critical chance of this. What? Now we have enough. Okay. And then the rest of this should go into the pond. We should up that. That costs 100. It's doable. We need more customers. I don't want the potions to go to waste. But I'm having time go to waste at this point. There. Nice. Okay, so now we can get this and then dump more potions in here. What we really need is another adventurer. So that's what we're going to spend the money on. Let's make customers move faster. First, nice. Are we speedrunning? It's not really speedrunning, although I really should have been able to go faster than I did go for this. But yeah, we're just testing the demo, making sure there are no weird bugs. We need money. Like, big time need money. I should probably just take them out of this battle and send them to the fishing pond. Oh, God. Okay. Turn this on. Yeah, just turn all these potions into fish. Potions into fish. There. Alright, nice. Now it's not a waste. There are half streams first? Yes, there are. As far as Twitch is concerned, it's just another stream. Okay, check it out. We can afford this. Now 600 is what we're going to save up to. And then, I mean, these battles should be going super fast now. 17 seconds. They can probably be even faster. But yeah, now we should get another adventurer for the pond. They're going to take their sweet time. We'll actually probably send the archer in. That way they do some damage. Or we can almost get another adventurer. And we're going to swap this out. Higher adventurer. Let's get the... Doesn't really matter what we get. Let's get the cleric. I actually think they'll do the most damage there. And then in the fishing pond, we'll send the archer. Did I click the wrong thing? I did click the wrong thing. All right. Nice. No. I timed it wrong. Wait, they're fighting in the wrong place. The waterways. They should be in the deep forest. Okay. They get their upgrades after a battle, but it's fine if it's set to auto repeat. Yep, exactly. Both are correct, yeah. Hey, Taco Bandit, thanks for the resub. How you doing? Actually, adventurers get their stat upgrades immediately. They don't get their skill upgrades until after the battle. Oh, that person wants it. Nice. We're getting it for him. I'm alive. What have you been up to? What should we even get at this point? Hard to know. Hard to know indeed. I think let's get all the fishing upgrades. Oh, actually, spicy cooking would have been good. I guess let's do that next. Let's turn this on. No space there. Yeah, fishing upgrades, cooking upgrades. This would be really nice. Leftist, thank you too for the resub. What is that? Leftio mouth old. Is there a Leftio mouth new? Dare I ask? Yeah, thanks for the resub. I'll turn this off. Archer's got more than enough to do. There is. That overlay is so visible when you have something white behind it. Which overlay? The right click to drop overlay? Or the Twitch one? I need to make sure there's not a UI issue. Okay, the resub one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that I don't pay attention to. So many crops. Let's dump these things. Are they maxed out? They're not totally maxed out, but it's kind of close enough. I should probably upgrade some of these. Might as well just store more things there, right? Ah, I see. Yeah. The thumbnail is thankfully exactly what I need to see in there. Things are going pretty well. I'm looking forward to publishing a new version of this, which I really should just be doing at this point, but I'm having fun and I want to keep playing. I just want to enjoy my own game for once. Alright, so we would now get this. And hope for spicy cooking. This is how I feel all the time while working. Want to play games instead? I think a lot of people are that way. I'm also usually that way. Usually there's a game I want to be playing. Now it happens to be Skeleseller, but sometimes it is like a Zelda game. It actually hasn't been Donkey Kong lately. I think Donkey Kong is enjoyable, Bonanza, but I just haven't been putting a lot of time into it. We're almost at 600. Yeah, we're getting tons and tons of potions of these things. So I want 350 and 600. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Okay, so there's our 350. So there's that. And then 600 we're almost at. They're going to get too much loot. You know what I'm going to do? Let's take them out of battle for a second and give them hardworking adventurers. There. Now they'll carry all that loot for me. Oh, nope, not into there. Alright, looking pretty good. So there is our 600, which gives us quite a lot of power in battle. We need more customers now. Oh, 200? I don't have 200. Come on. Come on. Come on, 200. Why has no one bought anything yet? What is going on? Seriously? No one's buying anything. Alright, fine. Whatever. Just sell one item. There. Now we get more customers. And just send them back in here, I guess. Hey, they dropped a pepper. Hey, Siyash. I'm doing well. It's been a good day so far. Alright, I want to beat the Inferno. They're going to knock this out of the park. Total time to win, 14 seconds. Wow. Alright, I'll try sending him to the final location. We'll see if we really did speedrun this. I think we need to upgrade the cleric, though. Okay, it's 300. We can't afford it yet. And I don't think it's going to be enough. And I'm not going to wait for that. But let's upgrade this. Actually, putting one in Shield of Unity will make sure that the rogue gets healed. Yeah. I got to manually harvest this. Put some of these here. No one there. Not enough mana. We're almost gonna have enough. I'll just buy the things so I definitely have enough. Yeah, there. We hopefully get more loot. Hey Spiro, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. We are testing the Skeleseller demo right now. What'd you do on your stream? And welcome everyone. This is a game I've been working on for the last year and a half with a few other people. And this demo I'm about to publish in the next probably like 30 minutes. I just want to finish testing some things. I don't actually want to finish testing. I just want to have fun playing. It's nice to just be able to enjoy the game. But yeah, it is a very laid back town management game. I hope you're all doing well. All right, we've got enough money that we can upgrade. Well, that's not money. I guess I want to hit 350 for this, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, let's just move on to the next location. I can't afford this right now. Okay, can we win? I think the answer is no, but we're going to try. In fact, let's put a point into... I can't afford that, but I will be able to pretty soon. There. Now I can afford it. Let's put a point into this and get this. Yeah. All right, let's try it out. I think they're going to die. The rogue's going bonkers. But yeah, they just don't have enough healing power. I think the witch doctor's going to die pretty soon. Well, they beat round 1. Can they beat anything else? No, that's it. It's over. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. We tested it. Let's quit. Hey, Sophie. Welcome in. All right. So let's try to get this. Why is this still selected here? Sync changes. What did I do? Get log -3. Fix focus style. Change font color. Fix margins. Okay, a bunch of UI stuff. I have not published a new demo in a very long time. And we're going to do it right now. But let's first figure out when was the last time we did this. July 1st. So it's been almost 2 months. All right. Well, we're on main, right? Yeah, we are. All right, let's do it, right? I don't have any other notes or anything. All right, so publish demo and make patch notes. Yeah. All right, let's go get to publishing. So we click release. Oh, cool. It's happening. Every time I do this, where there's a big enough change, and then I ask YouTubers to cover the game, and then I see the changes, I'm always like, oh man, what if just none of the old YouTubers who covered it had seen the old game? What if I only had new game? Well, that's not how this works. So this version is much lower than the other one. I think we can leave it at 0.85, but the playtest version's up to like 0.9 something. I think this is okay. All right. Coming out with the patch notes is a little bit tough because so many of the things I've been doing do not impact the demo. They just impact the playtest version. So July 1st is when we last updated. And that was here. So all of this should have already been covered, I think. Yeah, the custom styling is definitely there. Yeah, all that's covered. Okay, this stuff shouldn't matter. What's the name? This is Skeleseller. Oh, thank you for checking. All right, so treasure chest is also not in the demo. Did I... Hang on, let me load up my game really fast. Wait, I can't do that, can I? Because this is running. No, but it published the Mac version, so I can do this, I think. Let's try it. This might break something. But we should see 0.85 at the bottom left. Yeah, 0.85. I click load game. We should not have access to the treasure room. Good. It's not there. Yeah, nice. Okay. Cool. Sophie, how is Spiro's stream? So, Matt, I looked into that a while ago about patch note generation. It was only for things that were committed via PRs. And I wasn't using PRs for any of my own stuff. Although I started to for challenge mode. But in this case, we're in kind of a weird state because I only want the patch notes for the demo, not for challenge mode stuff. And most of the things that we see here are just for challenge mode. So like this is just for the playtest. This is, well, just for me. Add challenge mode just for the playtest. Fourth town track is also just for the playtest. What is this? No, that's for the playtest. So portraits. That shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. None of that should matter. And improve the UI. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yep. Great conversations. How me get started? Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I haven't been watching a lot of Twitch lately. I felt like I've needed to catch up on a bunch of different things. By the way, I'm taking my phone out because I need to do the Steam two-factor auth stuff, so I'm just getting ready for that. but I've seen Spiro was working on something else in C. I forgot what it was. I think it was another game though. Do you want to upload to itch? Yes. Okay, so gotta go here and make this thing live, and then publish patch notes. Preview change. 085. This is for the demo. Sounds good. Set build live. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Confirm. Done. Okay, so the demo is live. Now we got to go, and it's also live on itch, I believe. Itch. Notification. You got followed. Oh, that's not what I want. Well, I mean, I do want follows, but that should have had a notification for this. This says July 3rd. This should change, unless I broke the release tool. It's working on game 2. Doing very well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so let's copy all this stuff. And then let's switch back to this. This should get updated, though. These shouldn't say July 3rd. Yep, there it is. Today at 2:07. Nice. They're all uploaded. Okay, so the demo is live. And now we just need the patch notes. And then to maybe... We could publish pictures or something, too. Yeah, we might as well. Take a picture of the new UI. I guess we already had the picture. I can just upload it. The tooltips for sludge slash... Okay, let's read the instructions on how to do this. Post announcements, post on Steam, and then see past news events. Wow, I really streamlined this. All right. I don't know what happened to patch 085, but we're on 085 now, so I guess let's write that one down. Edit event. Oh, hey, that got 11 thumbs up. That's pretty good. Game update, regular update. Yeah, so UI overhaul. Hey, Elgo Dev, how's it going? Okay, so I'd like to include a picture here. The pictures we put on the Steam page don't show here, so I guess we need to upload that. Downloads, skills. So which picture is better, this one or this one? I kind of like this one. Yeah, I kind of like this one. Did you keep challenge mode out of the demo? Yeah. And they're not two branches. It's actually just done with a feature flag in the code. So technically, you could probably override that in the demo and still play challenge mode. But I'm not really concerned about that right now. But for the final version of the game, we might need to separate them. Got home from a week of camping. Excited to get back to more game dev. Nice, nice. Yeah, a friend of yours joined the Skeleseller Discord and joined as a playtester and said they had like maxed out the demo. So thank you for sending them my way. I don't think I got a chance to thank you. I need to farm points. That'll do it. Basically pirate games. All right, so what was I doing? I was uploading this one here. Done. All right, so these are the main things. It's been about 2 months since the last update. We've been hard at work on post-demo content. So the patch notes may seem a bit light. Trust us when we say the full game is going to be great. Overhauled the UI. Let's just include that here. Thumbnail. Is that what it's going to look like? Because that's really tiny. Let's see what it looks like when I preview the post. But I'll finish writing it out. Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. I hope your friend has been enjoying challenge mode, too. So it's been about 2 months since the last update. We've been hard at work on post-demo content, so the patch notes may seem a bit light, but trust me when I say the full game is going to be great. overhauled the UI. What do I want to say here? The panels, tabs, and buttons and various elements should look a lot nicer now. Added character, added custom character portraits for all NPCs. If you click the garbage slime, for example, you'll now see this. Can we get that portrait? Characters? Where are the portraits? Portraits. Okay, but the thing is, I want to just get the garbage slime one. I don't want to include all of them right here. It's so cute. Garbage slime portrait. Okay, now we go include that here. And then click full size. I can't tab this in. Huh. There we go. All right. Loot now flies from the portal into the warehouse rather than teleporting there. Oh, thanks, Sophie. I appreciate it. Yeah, actually, I was gonna say if you want to try the demo, it is hot off the presses. Clarified. I think that's pretty much it. I'll leave it that. If you want to playtest all of the changes we've been making, please join us in the Skeleseller Discord. This link. Wait, that's not how you make links anymore. That was never how you make links. It was never marked down. It was always some BB code thing. All right, if you want to playtest all the changes we've been making, yep, this I want to make italicized. Please join us in the Skeleseller Discord. Okay, so save this. Then I want to preview it. Yeah, so that's really tiny. I want that to be a larger image, or I want it to be like the background image or something. Full size. How is that going to look? Kind of want to move this around. Maybe put this here. Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, what a save button. I know. Like a tropical drink. All right, it's been about 2 months since the last update. We've been hard at work on post-demo content, so the patch notes may seem a bit light. I want to italicize that too. I also want to give this a previously uploaded images. I want to give it this. Actually, just giving it the garbage slime portrait might be kind of nice. It says double click to select. Let's see what it would look like if I did that. It's only 64 by 64. It needs to be 1920 by 622. Okay, that's fine. Incorrect size. Well, it said at least. Oh, there's an open. Okay, well, thank you, Steam, for doing this. We can't. This sucks. Let's take a picture of maybe that. Yeah, there. That's probably pretty good. Now, how do I accept this? Shouldn't there be a save button or something? Oh, you can't scroll this page. Wow. Yeah, you have to zoom out. Huh. Okay, how's that look? That's pretty good. Well, this used to be even harder to use. Okay, so is this a cover image? No, this is a header image. I don't even know the difference. Artwork and branding that represents your event, plus any brief message you want to call out. Cover image. It says required. 800 by 450. I mean, it'd be kind of nice to include the portrait. Maybe we should just take a picture of this. If I just draw a rectangle that's 800 by 450, what does the aspect ratio look like? 800 by 450. It's like thereabouts. So that's roughly the same aspect ratio as this thing, right? So here's what we could do then. We can take the whole thing and crop it to this. And then resize the whole thing by a factor of like, I mean, we could just set it to 800. Yeah, so now scale. And then this looks kind of like trash though. I guess because I'm zoomed in. Still looks bad like this though. Yeah. How do we not have that look like garbage? Cubic, linear. I don't think any of this is good. I don't think there's any way to make this look good. I mean, I'll try none and just see if that's at all decent. No, that's even worse. Oh boy. Cover image is what shows in the latest updates in the store page. Should I just make like a giant screenshot of this? Also, hey, Lord Man. Show you the long image isn't what shows in the library. I'm not totally sure where this shows. Store page and recent announcement, list of events. I think it's in my best interest to get that cropped image working. Where did it even go? It was this one, yeah. Maybe we could just have Steam do it. Yeah, let's do that. And then whatever, if it looks bad, it looks bad. Cover image. Cover image required. All right, so I want this to be cover image and resize. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. I want to be a little bigger than that. Nice, that looks pretty decent. All right, so we got our cover image, we got our header image. They're different. We save this and we preview. Overhaul the UI. Panels, tabs, and various elements should look a lot nicer now. Added custom character portraits for all NPCs. Oh, that shouldn't say e.g. and for example. And loot now flies from the portal into the warehouse rather than teleporting there. Hey, Leap Your Girl, how you doing? And hey, Kung Fu. What do you think about the Steam fees? Always wondered this from a developer perspective. Do you think they're fine? Do they think they take too much? I think they're fine. I think this is one of the things where when you think about just how much of a gaming juggernaut Steam is, it's kind of crazy. Like, for one, there's almost never downtime. Speeds are super fast. You trust Steam in general. Like, the payments are pretty flexible, at least in terms of refunds, like how you can pay. I don't know, the features that you can get, streaming to other devices, achievements, trading, friends lists, whatever else. Then the list just goes on for how many benefits there are from Steam. But the most important thing for developers is just eyeballs on your game. And Steam does not have any third-party ads. Like you won't go on Steam and find, you know, an ad for a water bottle or something. But they could totally get a ton of money doing that, and they've decided that it's not worth it to them. They're making enough money as it is. So when I think of like, okay, you get all of this stuff, and then I think, what's the alternative? Like, where would you release your game if not for Steam? And wherever you decide you'd release it, you can still release it there. Steam doesn't have an exclusivity agreement. They just make sure that you're not releasing it for cheaper elsewhere, I think. So if I want, I could release it on itch, for example, get 100% revenue if I felt like not giving itch any of the money. And then I would have fewer eyeballs on my game probably than if I released on Steam. But you can do both if you want to. So yeah, I think Steam is fine. I think the economics of game development are what the problem really is. Like Steam could take 0% and most indie devs would still make no money. And I think this is the problem. Just games are very saturated. Gamers don't want to spend a lot of money on games. They're expecting tons and tons of value out of each game. And it's just not economical to make games if you have access to a more secure job. And not everyone does. So, I mean, the equation works out for some people. And some people make more than what they spent making the game. And some people make a ton of money. So, could end up being anything. Not sure there are many print magazines where you can publish game listings for others to enter in their computers. I'll share it in a box of cereal, a floppy disk that has the game on it. It seems like the values are, yeah. I think so. And I think if the value weren't there, then you'd probably see some game developers saying that they'll just self-publish. But if you look at it, even Blizzard started putting their games on Steam. Like you can type Diablo 4 and it's there on Steam. It goes through an age check, so I'm not going to pull this up on stream. But what's a better game for that then? I guess Overwatch. Overwatch doesn't have an age check, right? Is it not on Steam? Did they get rid of Overwatch? Is it just Overwatch 2 now? Huh. Well, anyway, yeah, even this is on Steam. So it's like a Blizzard, a company that already had their own launcher and a good reputation before a bunch of things happened. If they decided to be on Steam, I think the average developer should decide to be on Steam too. Okay, so I'm going to publish this. Why does it say artwork is incomplete? What? I put a cover image here. What? What if I refresh? Hello? Where's my cover image? It's that one. No, I want it as a cover. What in the world? What is going on? I did this already. Oh, you know what maybe happened is because I think both were called cover_image, but they're two different images. Yuck. Is that what happened? All right, I'll just call this cover image 2. If this ends up working, then that was the problem, and this is probably a bug. So we're going to resize this. Pretty good right there. Crop and continue. Oh, maybe I needed to click upload and I didn't. It just says pending. Oh, do I need to click upload now? Oh, okay. Success. Did it work? I'm not sure. I really truly cannot tell from this. I think it did. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I think we got it. Okay, so let's go to publish this now. Publish. There we go. There is no more Overwatch. I didn't realize. Pending moderation. What? Event has not yet gone through routine moderation and is therefore not currently visible. I don't ever remember this being a phase that I had to go through. Thought it was just published immediately. So if I go to the community hub, I won't see that there. No, it's right there. Huh, I wonder what that means. Okay, well, cool. Now where's my cover image? Where does that show up? What was the point of a cover image? There's the header image. The cover image shows maybe in like the combined community hub. Where do you even see that? I don't know. I don't really care. Yeah. All right, so that's done. That's done. With everyone else doing early access releases, how come you didn't do the same? Well, for one, we're just not ready for early access yet. But that is going to be a question, like early access versus straight to release. In general, my opinion before now has been that early access wouldn't gain us anything. I think early access has a bunch of different connotations for developers and players. And I think for players, like, let's say, I don't know, 8 years ago, I don't know when early access came out. So let's say it was out 8 years ago. It was, oh yeah, this is a beta. Like, it might be a little rougher on the edges. Now, I think it's more like these developers are trying to get money and they may never finish the game. Like, I think enough gamers have been burned by early access where it's not necessarily a valuable thing for them. And I think my biggest problem is I'm worried there will be like incorrect expectations based on what I launch in early access. So for example, let's say I'm 90% done with the game. I think players may expect me to be 50% done and for the game to be like double the size, or for every bug to be fixed or something, or every piece of UI to be improved. And I think that will be something that's going to be hard to overcome. But I don't know how realistic that is. That's just my gut feeling. I've watched enough people play the demo where they're like, oh man, I can't wait for there to be like 15 hours of this game. And I was always thinking like there was just never supposed to be 15 hours of the main mode. And that's what made us start to work on challenge mode so that, okay, at least there will be replayability. If you want to play for 15 hours now, you probably could. But yeah, I don't want people to try all that stuff and be like, oh yeah, this is probably a year away from launch. I can't wait to see what crazy new stuff gets added, when really I'm like, yeah, it's just 2 months from now. I know you can make it clear on the Steam page. I'm just concerned people will still fill in the blanks however they want. Content servers unreachable for me now on 99%. Was I too impatient? It shouldn't have been a problem. Can anyone else take a look really fast on Steam? Can you get the demo, open it, and see if it says 085-demo at the bottom left? Now I want to work on something for like 7 or 8 more years. Yeah, and I think it's okay. Like, there are games out there that have been very successful where the developers have worked for many, many years on that game. And even like common names like League of Legends. I don't remember when League of Legends started, but it was a long time ago at this point. Yeah, 2009. So it's been like 16 years. Hearthstone just passed a decade, I think. But those are big enough games. Even smaller games like Terraria, they've had, what, 4 final updates? They just keep adding content to that game. And it sold millions and millions of copies. It's done phenomenally well. I think if you're in one of those cases where you know that you have people who are playing your game, they're enjoying it, you've already made a ton of money, then yeah, why not keep developing it if you find it fun? Update worked for you? Okay, thank you. Thank you all for testing that. Okay, cool. And even Galaxy Inferno worked for you. Good. Yeah, awesome. So that will affect challenge mode too. If I just launch the game, I can't recall if this was already in challenge mode. I don't remember. But I mean, it's definitely there now. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Although I did not update the playtest version. I wonder if I should have. Oh, man. Okay, engage privacy mode. Give me a sec. All right, I gotta just make sure this is working. Give me a minute. Okay, there. All right, so let's go try out the playtest version. I did not just update this. I updated this on Friday. So yeah, that's true, right? I updated it on Friday. So whatever I did today is all that could have affected the playtest version. So what did I do today? This stuff. UI improvements. So we changed the start and the end screens. We fixed some of the tab stuff. We changed the button focus. Perk icon. This wouldn't really matter for that. But yeah, the rest of this should be good. Yeah, let's take a look and just see what stands out as being different. Because maybe I should publish this too. This one's easier to publish because I don't need to make like super polished patch notes. Patch notes, excuse me. Yeah, so this is now no longer garbage in the updated version. So just for that reason, it might be worth doing this. And then what else in here? So one change is this close is now just an X. And when you do this, there won't be overlap. And when you do this, oh, well, I guess nothing happens now. And then there's something else that we changed. Oh, these buttons. They're no longer going to be blue. The shadows are fixed. Yeah, I should probably publish it. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Like I said, it's easy enough, so why not? All right, do that and do that. Yeah, nothing happens. Okay, I want to release the playtest version 098. All right, just let that run. Okay, so merge PRs, got a new version of the demo out for the first time in 2 months. And that was about it. Yeah. All right, I mean, this is still the goal for this week. Week of this goal. Get to the point where YouTubers can try challenge mode. Improve UI, fix bugs and polish. I guess I'll write it polish and fix bugs so it doesn't look like I'm fixing polish. Then I'm going to take time off. Yeah, definitely. My goodness. All right, where is this right now? It's publishing the Linux version. Put yourself a note to plan a vacation tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Man. I have been working pretty hard. I think it's reasonable that we could get this out by Friday. It's, when all's said and done, about like 3 business days, 3 full work days. The reason I say 3, even though it's actually 4, is because Tuesday and Thursday, I want to spend at least some time on the marketing side of things, which means I'm not going to be developing the game during that time. So I think 3 days should be enough to fix some of the biggest bugs that there are. All right, I got to go make this live. Default preview. What version is this? 098. And then I'll publish some patch notes for this, but like I said, it doesn't need to be very polished. Oops. There were no reactions on my last one. I want to put a fire emoji. There, now I feel good about myself. All right, let's copy this. Paste this over here. O-9-8. One of my favorite things that I had coded on my previous bot is whenever anyone said great job in chat, my bot would hijack it and say, "You're doing a great job, Adam." And it always made me smile. Even though it's something I coded and then no one was saying I was doing a great job. That's all it takes. All right, so what do we do here? Yeah, my new bot doesn't do it. Wow, thanks chat. You're so supportive. All right, major changes. Improve the start of run and end of run UIs. And fix minor changes. Fix some UI issues. Button shadows, highlights, etc. Most notably, the focused state of buttons should look a lot nicer. And just delete all of this. What to focus on. You know the drill. Just keep playing challenge mode and reporting on your runs. Were they fun? What could be improved? Hey, I said great job on my last post in discussion. Thank you, Xyletics. Paid chatters. I'll translate that as great job, Adam. Thank you. Shout, I appreciate it. It's very nice of you. All right, now we welcome in these people. Wave to you, wave to you. Wow, okay, well, I think that's gonna probably be it for today. I think I might have shortchanged people by a little bit. Yeah, but I think it's a good stopping point. I don't want to push too hard, especially when I feel like I need to be taking a vacation or at least a little bit of time at the end of this week. And yeah, tomorrow I think we'll try to focus on adding in some more perks, just cleaning up challenge mode a little bit. I haven't looked at this to-do list in a bit. Yeah, some of these should be easy enough to do. There's just such a crazy amount left here for this. Really, I take it back. Bad job, Adam. No, you can't say that. It's not allowed. All right, who we gonna raid? Let's try a new person. All right, let's click the raid button. Well, thanks, Sleepier Girl. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress. And I'll be even happier when people are really liking challenge mode and they're like, I can't wait to play another run. All right, so we're looking for anyone with a low uptime that I'm not already following because that means I've already rated them before. I am following CM Griffing. I don't know why it's not showing up as following. Here's someone. Now the question is, how much of their stream is actually English? Because sometimes people put 2 languages in their title, but they're really just streaming one of them. Yeah, their entire chat is Spanish. So never mind. I want to be able to understand the person that I'm watching. I've rated a lot of people in the category. Following you, high uptime. I could have sworn I've rated this person before. Same thing with Chirpy. Haven't I rated Chirpy before? Let me see if I'm following them. Excuse me. I am following them already. This UI is bad. All right, this is a waste of my time. Let me just go raid someone old then. Man, I don't like raiding anymore. I I have a lot of thoughts about this. Let's go raid. I don't know. Let's go raid Ezra. All right, thank you all for watching. There is a new demo on Steam now. There's also a new playtest version. As always, if you'd like to join Discord, if you want to play test the game or anything, feel free to join there. I'll be back online tomorrow, but just for the morning. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the support. I will see you tomorrow.